Hospice family. Come on in, guys. Hello, how are you guys doing? Welcome. Welcome to Duns Hospice. Welcome to Duns Hospice, my beautiful people. My name is Nurse Dawn. Yes, she is. Okay, I'm so glad we are here today. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Okay. As I wait for YouTube to gather us up, how are we doing today? I gotta shake this up because you see, all the goodies stays in the bottom. See, all the goodies stays in the bottom. We gotta shake these. Okay, we gotta shake those. Oh, actually, I should link these glass bottles on my Amazon storefront. Yes, I'll do that on my Caregiver storefront. See, I love the little, handle, the little mouthpiece. It's gold. They also have it in silver. Super cute, guys. Super cute. Let me put that down to link a glass bottle. Because I love to share. I absolutely love to share. Okay. For those of you who have not yet followed me on Instagram and TikTok, be sure to do so. If you are on Instagram or on TikTok, please stop by and say hi. I absolutely would love to connect with you. Oops. We don't want that. You guys, I'm just trying. I'm trying the background here. Hello, my beautiful people. Hello. Hello, Mr. AJ. Hello, Monk. Hello, Patrick. Jesus loves you too, my friend. Come on in, my beautiful hospice family. Come on in. We are going to have a discussion. Thank you, Mr. AJ. I appreciate you, my friend. We're going to have a discussion about, please, guys, if you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe, okay? Subscribe, be part of the family. All right, be part of the family. Of course, like the video. This will help the channel to grow and flourish so that it could reach more people, so that more people can have this wonderful knowledge, okay? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Danica. All right, I like that name. That's a pretty name. My name is Miss Dawn. My name is Nurse Dawn. I am a hospice registered nurse. Yes, I'm a real life registered nurse. Thank you, McKelty. McKelty. Yes, my beautiful people. I am your nurse. Okay, I'm your hospice nurse here. And I want to talk to us about 4 mistakes. Okay, just 4 mistakes that families do at end of life. Here at Duns Hospice, if you are new to my channel, welcome. We talk about end of life. We talk about how to take care of our family who has been diagnosed with a terminal illness. We see. Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you so much. We talk about, okay, how best to take care of your family when they have an illness that has no cure. What to do when the illness you have, there's no pill, okay? There's no medicine that can cure it, that could make it feel better. What to do when the doctors say they've done everything they can do. Now the best thing to do is to go home and be comfortable, huh? That's what I teach us. I encourage us. I support us. That's what my channel is about, okay, guys? So please be sure to subscribe and follow me, okay? So I'm on TikTok, okay, guys? Bunkil T. Okay, sweetie. I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman, but I'm on TikTok, my beautiful people. I'm on Instagram, okay? So please be sure to follow me, okay? Be sure to follow me on those, okay? It is a hard place to be, my wonderful friend. It absolutely is a really, really hard place to be. All right, and I have walked into so many wonderful families' lives, you know, and they are angels. They are absolutely angels, you know. Okay, you are a man. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Yes. And so I'm going to talk about 4 mistakes, okay? If you yourself, my friend who's watching now, if you find yourself, you know, taking care of a family with a terminal illness, whether it's cancer, whether it's diabetes, whether it's heart failure, if you find yourself taking care of a loved one with a terminal illness, these are the 4 mistakes that I want us to avoid. Okay, my beautiful hospice family? All right, number 1. The number 1 mistake, because I've been doing this, I've been a hospice nurse for 14 years. Okay, I've been a hospice nurse for 14 years. And these are the mistakes that I see families make over the years of me working with families, okay? Number 1 is try to keep it a secret. Keeping the diagnosis a secret. Keeping the disease a secret, okay? That is the number 1 mistake, because so many families, when they find that their loved ones have an illness with no cure, they try to keep it in the family. They try to keep silence. And guess what happens? When you keep silence, when you try to keep things like that a secret, that means you cannot get the help that's out there that you deserve, right? You cannot get the help. And I'm here to encourage us and to empower us and to let us know that illnesses, diseases, that's just what they are. They are diseases. They are just illnesses, okay? There's no need to keep it a secret. You don't have to feel ashamed, you see? The more you isolate yourself, the more you isolate your family, the harder it's going to be on you and on your loved one who's dying, okay? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. Oh, thank you for sharing though. Oh my God. Yeah, we have a PD section too. We have PD sections where we do deal with children. And that's even way more heartbreaking than adults, you know? I pray. Everybody, please send prayers, okay? Send positive energy, okay, to our friend here, Mokilty, okay? Oh, that's so cute. Send some positive vibes, positive prayer, okay, to her daughter, okay? And the good news is that, though, the good news is more children have graduated out of hospice than adults. We've had a lot more children getting better and graduating out of hospice. So I pray, my prayers is to you and to your daughter, my friend, okay, for healing, okay? Can't imagine, you know, what you're going through right now, but I'm so glad that you have accepted the service of palliative care. So for those of you who don't know what palliative care is the bridge. It's like it's in between. So there's, like, you know, normal care, there's palliative care in the middle, and then there's hospice care, okay? So I pray that she goes the opposite way, okay? That she goes back to regular care. Mwah. You'll be in my prayers. What's your daughter's name? If you don't mind sharing, what's your daughter's name, so that when I pray, I could call out her name, okay? But yes, my beautiful family, the number 1 mistake that families do, Willow, okay, that's a pretty name. Miss Willow, little Willow. That's cute. That's so cute. All right, yes. Let me write it down so that I don't, you know, forget it. All right. Yes, please, guys, number 1 thing, if you ever find yourself taking care of somebody with a terminal illness, taking care of somebody who's dying, do not keep it a secret. Please get the help that you and your family deserve, okay? Help like hospice care. where you will be supported. You will have a team of people, a team of professionals, nurses, social worker, hospice aide, spiritual care coordinator. There's volunteers. There's the doctor, okay? I want you guys to know that if you ever find yourself with a terminal illness, like for example, say the doctor say you have end stage kidney disease, you have end stage heart failure, you have end stage lung disease, you have cancer, okay? Or your loved ones has Alzheimer's, dementia, all right? Don't keep it a secret, because so many of us are trained in our culture. Oh, shh, keep it in the family. And what happens when we keep things in the family, when we don't let people know? Horrible things happen. Like we end up suffering, right? Because we were not created by God to live isolated. No. We are all one, you know? Because what you have been through or what you are going through, you're not the only one. Many people has gone through the same thing as you, you know? Oh, thank you, Mokilti. Appreciate you, my friend. Yes. You see, the universe, I'm telling you, the universe is working, you know? The universe, I'm telling you, the universe is such a beautiful place. We're all intertwined somehow, you know? We're all part of each other. And that's why I created this channel, my beautiful people. I created this channel because I want to reach as many people as possible. Like I want you caregivers out there to know that you're not alone, and I want to form a community. This is not just going to be a regular hospice channel where I talk about just illnesses. No, I want this channel, I want DunsHospice to be the heart and spirit of end of life care. Okay? I want people who have terminal illnesses to know that this channel is a safe place for them to come. I want people who's taking care of somebody with a terminal illness to know that this channel is a safe place for them to come. Because I'm going to share this with you, my friend. My father right now, and I have shared this, you know, on this channel before. My father, as I speak, he's under hospice care. My father, as I speak right now, he has a terminal illness. You know, me and my father, we are very close. I'm his only daughter. I have 5 brothers and one, you know, and I'm the only daughter. So I'm daddy's little girl. And it's really hard on me, you know. So not only am I the nurse, you know, like a hospice nurse, but for the first time, I am actually learning what it's like to be the caregiver, you know, to be the opposite. All right. So this channel definitely, it's very, very dear to me, and it's very, very personal also, you know. So that's the number one mistake that people make. I only have 4 mistakes. Okay, so that's the number one. The number one is that the caregivers try to keep it a secret. The patient try to keep it a secret. And so what ends up happening is that we suffer in silence. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to suffer in silence. There are so many help out there. All right. Sign up to be under hospice care. Sign up to be under palliative care. Just like my friend here, if you're not ready to go to hospice, there's palliative care. You know, call your local hospice agency. They will explain it to you. Like they will let you know what services they offer to you. Okay. You know. Number 2 is the second mistake that people do, okay, is that they blame themselves. They blame themselves. Okay, my friend here says it's extremely hard to deal with and it's different for everyone. No 2 people's experiences are the same. Oh my God, that is so true. I am so glad you said that, my friend. I'm so glad you said that, because I have walked into many families' homes, and you are so true. Because one family who's dealing with cancer, and another family who's dealing with cancer, it's two different dynamics, you know? It's the different family dynamics, it's different, point of views, it's different lifestyles, it's different thoughts, and it manifests differently in everybody. So yes, you are so true. You are so true. And at the same time, and the reason why hospice care is so special, and what I do and what my teammates do is so special, is that we set up an individualized plan for you and your family. We understand that everybody is unique. We understand that we each have unique situations. We have unique lifestyles. So when I walk into Mrs. Smith's home, I come up with a care plan that's very different than Mrs. Davidson's home. You see, even though they both might be suffering with heart failure, okay, but their needs could be really different. And so that's where, we have to really be, what's it called? Like, heartfelt, and listen and communicate, and have a passion, have compassion, and just to really be there for the person, and not just try to treat everybody the same, because we are all so different. My friend here says, why would people keep it a secret? I am glad you said that. Okay, I'm glad you said that. They would keep it a secret. From my experience as a hospice nurse, they keep it a secret because they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be blamed. And that's what I'm talking about. Number two, they blame themselves, because I have had my patient with lung cancer. My patient with lung cancer, who's a smoker. He was a smoker for years and years. And he blamed himself for having lung cancer, you see. He says, well, people told me to quit smoking. My families and friends have told me over the years, hundreds of times, to stop smoking. And I never listened. And now that I have, lung cancer, I don't want them to know that they were right. You see? And so he's blaming himself. Okay? Self-shaming is huge. When somebody has a terminal illness, my friend, they shame themselves. They blame themselves. A lot of time, that's like, one of the things that they do. And I have to educate my patient. I have to let him know, please, let's just call him Mr. Smith. Okay, let's call him Mr. Smith. I have to say, Mr. Smith, please, don't blame yourself, because you and I both know there are people who smokes all their life and they don't get lung cancer, right? So don't be ashamed. Don't blame yourself. And so that's a very good question, my friend. That's why people tend to keep it a secret. From my experience, is that they are ashamed. They're ashamed. They blame themselves. They're afraid that other people will say, harmful things to them, will say hurtful things to them. Okay? So that's one of the reasons, All right. So that's number two. So the second mistake that people do is that they blame themselves, okay? Now the third mistake is that, from my experience, okay, is that they try to avoid the situation. When I say avoid, I mean, they have the illness, the doctor, like in the beginning phase, before it gets, to the end, the doctor will say, well,